ladies and gents, once again, we're welcoming you to our preliminary card. This is bout number 5, sponsored by Combat Sports UK. This is an amateur catchweight bout. Introducing your fighters, first of all, in the blue corner. He's a mixed martial art record of no wins, 2 losses and no draws. From England, representing Intensity MMA, he weighed in at 62 kilograms. Please put your hands together for Ryan Badial. Facing him across the cage, it's his opponent in the red corner. He's a mixed martial art record of no wins, 3 losses. He represents Forza MMA. He weighed in also at 62 kilograms. Please put your hands together for Darryl Yuill. Your referee, Phil DeFries, was scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. The action is about to begin.
And here we go straight back into the action here in the preliminary section of our card. 4 fights scheduled for this portion of the card and get things underway. We've got Ryan Badial in the black shorts and the blue gloves taking on Darryl Yuill in the red gloves and the black shorts. Touch of gloves and we are underway here in this contest.
Yuill, that southpaw stance, faking up high, going low, now in an orthodox stance, switch hitter.
Lovely leg kick and then straight in on the takedown there is Yuill.
Yeah, very GSP-esque, went very deep with his right arm. Managed to finish it almost on the spot that he shot on, didn't really like run through him. Badial just trying to go from a single butterfly hook, seeing if he can create some kind of elevation. Yuill doing a good job with his head position and his ground and pound, not allowing beautiful shots.
This is as well sort of what we were on about at the start with Yuill taking this on relative short notice. Try and get in there and get out, expend as much energy possibly if you don't think you've got them 3 minutes in the tank.
Yeah, he's come out and he's been aggressive. He is staying on his knees a little bit here. Interesting, he might pull something out of this, but he did give the takedown, but he managed to get that other hook in.
Dangerous spot to be in here with 2 minutes left on the clock here.
Yeah, Yuill getting on the back of Badial.
Looking to cause the upset here in this one.
Very nice transition, sorry, it seemed like Badial had completed that takedown, but Yuill managed to, I think he's under.
Can't quite see from here. Looks like it's on the chin, but Badial doing a good job there just to strip the hand.
Badial seems to be remaining calm. Yuill transitioning into mount, but Badial doing a good job of stuffing the half guard and getting that underhook.
1 minute 20 left here on the clock in this opening round of the opening bout in the preliminary section of the card.
Yuill doing a good job dealing with the underhook and landing some strikes.
Looking to jump in for a guillotine there, but I think he'll do well to try and finish it from here.
Yeah, he's got both arms stuck in, so it's more of a wrestling style rib roll position. And now Badial has popped his head out. Badial on top for the first time in this fight with 50 seconds left. Yuill on the attack immediately.
Frantic pace here from Yuill. Looking to try and tie up a triangle, but Badial doing a good job here, like you said at the start, just remaining calm, remaining focused.
Yeah, Yuill is definitely better than an 0-3 record would suggest. Like, I have a feeling that he's taken a few short notice fights against tough opposition, because he is a very skilled fighter from what I've seen so far. Badial seeming to just need to kind of take this round to clear his head a bit. Yuill came out very aggressive, and it might have just put Badial a bit on the back foot. Badial managed to get this top position at the end of the round, finally getting a little bit of ground and pound going as the round's closing. But
and a very, very intriguing opening first round there, Harry.
Yeah, very interesting. I don't know what he said.
No, I'm not too sure either.
I think he said big fan, by the way. I don't know.
Big fan, possibly, Harry. Of course, you're a Cage Warriors World Champion now. You will be getting that. Of course, you've been stopped for a few selfies already in here tonight.
Yeah.
How are you not used to taking all that?
No, I am, but I don't know. It's still kind of. I don't feel any different.
Here we go. Just here, some replays from that opening round.
So, Badial managing to get the top position just as the round was closing. Obviously, I still heavily give that round to Yuill. Badial didn't necessarily do a whole bunch. Like, that's not a knock on him. It was just Yuill came out and completely smothered all of Badial's work for pretty much the entire round. So it's kind of interesting to see where the energy levels are at here.
How difficult is that to sort of deal with then, if you do get rushed like that so early in the fight?
Well, like, sometimes being calm like Badial was and just sort of allowing stuff to happen a little bit is the better option, because you're not opening yourself up. He is coming out a bit more purposeful this round. Yuill just throwing anything, like missing the kick, going for the spinning kick, trying a lateral drop, but doesn't quite get it.
Didn't quite work, and now this is where we could really see Ryan Badial do some work.
Yeah, Badial stapling that knee down, but Yuill managing to get back to his guard. Yuill didn't seem to be scrambling overly hard towards the end of that last round. He seemed to more be electing for the submission attempts. It's interesting to see if he can convert any of them, or if he looks for a different approach. He is getting closer to the fence. The possibility of wall walking is there, and Badial lets him up, and then
eats a leg kick on his way back up. Does Yuill.
Badial looking a little bit sloppier on these entries to the clinch. I think the range is just getting a little bit close to it. Badial pressing in, getting that head position, driving Yuill into the fence. Another knee.
Very, very close fight, this one.
Yeah, very well-matched fight.
Nearly caught with a knee there, but Yuill straight back on it. But Badial just again staying calm, looking focused, but eats a big one, stiff 1-2 down the middle there.
Yeah, Yuill managed to land a couple of good right hands in that exchange. Yuill, you'd argue, is the more awkward of the two. Badial, the more technically pretty. And then he gets back onto that double leg. Badial doing a better job of defending it this time, but Yuill manages to convert it. Beautiful work. Just finishing it with that outside trip just towards the end of it.
What would you like to see from Badial here?
I think he does need a sense of urgency now. He needs to, obviously, I think he likes this butterfly hook approach. He needs to start affecting the balance of Yuill. He nearly did there. And he needs to start off balancing him, creating that distance and try and get back to his feet or get on top.
But again, it's this pressure from Darryl Yuill, just keeping it up, heavy on top. Badial trying to work out here. Dan Cassell can't quite hear what he is yelling, but very animated in the corner here, trying to get his man to work.
Yeah, he's getting a bit more going with that butterfly sweep, but Yuill has managed to get his leg past it. That exchange was, you could argue, pivotal in this round. There's not long left. Had Badial managed to get on top with that sweep, he might have been able to do some damage and really sway the round. But as it stands, this might be 2 rounds Yuill going into round 3. I'm not a judge, and I'm glad I'm not a judge. This is really close. Badial managing to get the sweep into the triangle. Firing some shots just as the round finishes. Again, what a competitive round. I have no idea who's ahead.
That makes that very, very difficult to score, and you wonder if Ryan Badial had found that sweep just a few seconds earlier, that could have very well changed the whole momentum of this fight.
Yeah, definitely. It was just so close towards the end of the round. Couldn't quite tell if he'd have actually made something of the submission attempt, if he'd have been able to get any good ground and pound going. What a close, competitive fight this is. Massive credit for Darryl Yuill. He is still pushing a pace well into the back end of the second round on a fight he took on incredibly short notice. So, yeah, I am looking forward to this third round.
3 minutes remaining to decide who will win this one. Will we see our first decision here tonight at Rise and Conquer 15 between Ryan Badial and Darryl Yuill? Seconds and corners getting out of the cage here. Referee Phil DeFries just asking for Yuill to push back a little bit. Here we go. Touch of gloves and we're straight back into the action, and it's another leg kick from Yuill to open things out.
Both men, obviously, you can see signs of fatigue, but both firing with the same kind of speed and ferocity they were firing with in round 1.
When a fight's this close and you're going into the third round, how difficult is that to manage as not only a fighter but as a corner as well?
It's very difficult, and there's beautiful trip, but Badial might manage to convert it with that underhook. Badial is on the neck. Sorry for
No.
ignoring question, but Badial was getting into sort of ninja choke territory, but Yuill has managed to change it up, and it can be quite an unusual thing where you're like, how much do you press at the start of the third round in a close fight? Like, because obviously you're both going to be tired, you've only got limited energy left. Do you just come out really hard the second of the round starts, or do you give them a second to work, and then do you build as the round finishes?
Steps over there, Yuill, now in mount.
Yeah, I was going to say, that is the thing. Yuill came out aggressive, but has got a solid position immediately, and he's got the neck, I've just noticed.
So with a minute here left on the clock, minute 50, sorry, left on the clock, and positionally here, where Badial is he going to struggle to get out of this?
Very much. The guillotine threat isn't, I was about to say it wasn't the most fight finishing, but it was keeping him locked in the position. He's now got his head out, and you can see Badial is already making strides towards getting to a half guard position. He's just going to struggle with the way his arms are at the minute, and now Yuill readjusts and gets back on the grapevine. Beautiful work from the mount here.
This has been a very, very busy start. Like we say, this pace has been kept up throughout. Badial trying everything here to get out, but Yuill staying dominant, staying on top, and staying in mount.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job of just recognizing those moments that Badial manages to get to like a quarter mount. Half guard is nearly an option, and then Yuill just adjusts and takes the mount again. 1
minute left here to decide the winner in this incredibly interesting contest between Ryan Badial and Darryl Yuill. And look, I think both men, irrespective of how the result goes, will take a lot away from this.
Yeah, like, this has been a fantastic fight. He's making, I was just about to say, I think he's managed to create back exposure, sorry. I think he's got an arm under the neck.
Turn over here again, you're looking for the submission he was looking for in the first round, this rear naked choke. Can't quite see from our vantage point here whether that is under the neck or not, but Badial seems to be doing a good job of just keeping the hands at bay.
If it's under the neck or not, one thing I can tell you is that this is the most dominant round of the fight.
Almost Dylan Chuk-esque that reminded me of there. 10 seconds to go, and
I'm not sure if he was doing it to the corner or he was trying to get a photographer's attention. I don't know, but that was a very dominant, decisive round 3.
It certainly was, and that could be a very, very big win for Darryl Yuill. Look, we are not judges here. We're not privy to the scorecards, but for my money, I think the Forza MMA man might have taken that.
Yeah, it's obviously round 1, I think, was his. Closer round. Round 2, very close round. Round 3, dominance from pretty much start to finish from Yuill.
He looks very happy with his performance. You'll now ask it as well, Harry Hardwick, if you can get a photo at the end of this fight. That must be nice for you, Harry, as much as we were talking about before, to see this next generation of athletes coming up in the position you were, what, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, to see them now looking up to you the way that they do.
Yeah. I don't know, Jeff. But no, it is good, but I'm just impressed with him, like, taking that fight, short notice, pushing the pace, decisively winning that third round.
Put your hands together for both of our guys inside the cage, please.
And we will go to Nathan Reed for the official result.
After 3 hard-fought 3-minute rounds, we got your judges' scorecards, and we have a unanimous decision in favour for the red corner, Darryl Yuill.
And as we thought, Darryl
please put your
Yuill,
hands together for your Ryan Badial.
and as we thought, Darryl Yuill there picks up his first win as an amateur in what was a very, very good performance.